All right. Good evening, everyone, and welcome. Bonsoir tout le monde et bienvenue. This is Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Juliet Zulu, opening the Amateur Radio Exchange Group for January 7th, 2026. Actually, this is the first net of 2026. My name is Chuck, and my station is located in Hamilton, Ontario, at the western tip of Lake Ontario, and we meet here every Wednesday between 8 p.m. and 10 p.m. local time here on 146.430 megahertz FM simplex. And as of tonight, we have been on the air once a week for 1,686 weeks. That is well over 32 years. And of course, this net was founded by John Sims, VE3JSU, over 32 years ago. And now he's living in Thunder Bay. And I have a bit of news on John a little bit later, once we get the net going. And this is, as I mentioned, a simplex net, so not everyone will be able to hear everyone else. And simplex is a great way to test the range of your antennas and radios and help you improve your station. With that in mind, I stream the net on YouTube so people who tune in can hear stations that they can't hear on their radio, and they'll be able to hear how they sound on the air, see their signal strength, as well as see my station layout. So just type in VA3CJZ in the YouTube search and follow us along there. And don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button too. And so everyone with a valid license is welcome to join this net. And I'd like to congratulate and welcome all newly licensed hams and hams that have been away for a while as well, back into the hobby. And finally, I ask that you please leave a 1-second delay between transmissions to allow others to break in. Do we have any time-sensitive, one-and-done, or portable or priority traffic stations? Please come now.
Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Romeo, Foxtrot, portable. Good evening, Chuck.
Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Romeo, Foxtrot, VA3CJZ. Good evening, Vern. Sounding good tonight. How are you doing?
Pretty good, Chuck. Just out for a walk this evening. It is 1 degree, and it's not raining, which is great. There is quite a bit of water around, and thankfully not a whole lot of ice on the sidewalk, so that's a good thing. Yeah, not a bad day today. Was out earlier, and it was pretty slushy, but it's like they've cleaned up some of that. They've had the little machines out cleaning up the sidewalks. Hope that you've had a good day today, Chuck. VA3CRF.
Yes, sir. Other than my knee joints hurting a little bit because of the high humidity, going up and down the stairs is a little challenging, but it doesn't stick around for long. The arthritis does subside. So I'm glad to see most of the snow in our area is pretty much gone. And that's great because tomorrow morning I've got a medical appointment and I don't feel like wearing my winter boots. So I think we're going to go light. Other than that, no radio work for me today. But usually Wednesdays I concentrate on the net and gather all my documentation. Anyhow, Vern, thank you so much for checking in and enjoy your walk. I believe it's 3 degrees out there, or 37 Fahrenheit.
Yeah, it's not too bad. There's a bit of a cool breeze, but it's not too cold. The skating rink is still going here, but there is some water on the rink up here in Memorial Park, so people have to be careful when they navigate that. So Chuck, I think I'm going to be one and done. I'll be back in the house probably in 10 or 15 minutes, but I appreciate you picking me up. Hope that you have a great net. VA3CRF.
All right, Vern, very good. By the way, you were just over the S9, so your S9 Plus, great signal and great audio. Have a great rest of the evening, Vern. Take care, sir. All right, anyone else wants to be in and out quickly, please come now. All right, let's open it up to everyone with a valid license who'd like to check in to the AREG net. Please come now.
VA3IMW.
A VA3NCA.
All right, two more there, IMW and NCA. Let's bring in Mac, VA3IMW.
Well, good evening, Charles, once again. Thanks again for the quick chat on my way home. It certainly makes the trip go better. Anyways, not a whole lot going on here. Just putting my feet up. It's hump day, but it's day 2 of a 4-day work week. Kind of a busy day, as you can well imagine. After 17 days being out of the office, lots of little bits and pieces to catch up on and get my footing, as we attack the projects that kind of stalled over the Christmas vacation. Have not turned on the big radio. Really didn't see anything on the spotting page or on the DX cluster that made me want to tune in. I'm very interested to see what this coronal hole that has been splashed out in the news will do as far as the next couple of days of radio conditions, but we won't know that for some time. Other than that, certainly glad to have an opportunity to sit back and relax, and I can't wait to see what you've prepared for us. Just a quick question for Wade. He's following along. I wanted to make sure that the two gentlemen that had checked in on the net last night perhaps had reached out to him by email. The one gentleman in Illinois, and he wants to write his technician's license. And there was another fellow that's local that has been studying for some time, and I think his name was Bellamy, made it known that he was looking for an examiner. So hopefully he can help them out. Anyways, I'm not going to time anything out tonight, but I certainly won't want to time out anybody's patience. So I'll turn it back to you.
Yes, nothing to time out here except your own radio, if you have such a button on your radio. I want to say hi to everybody on YouTube who checked in. Albert was the first one from Barrie. I believe it's a balmy -1 or something in Barrie there, so hopefully that snow is slowly going away. And with a +10 on Friday, they're still saying it's going to be right up there. So it's yet to be seen, but it'll be very welcome. So anyways, and then we got Larry, Wade, Matt, and a couple others there. Mark is in there as well. Good evening, everyone. And so, Mac, thank you so much for your check-in and breaking the ice. And let's see, do you have anything else before I pick up our next customer, Wade?
No, I think, well, that should be it for now. If anything else awakens in my little gray cells, then I'll be sure to chirp up and let you know. All good for now, Chuck. Keep up the good work.
Okay, very good, Mac. So let's go over and say hi to Wade, VA3 November Charlie Alpha.
VA3CJZ, VA3NCA. Good evening, Chuck. Good evening, everybody on net. Yeah, I hope everybody got their New Year's activation in. I guess we just completed our first New Year's week, or the first week of the New Year, I guess is another way of putting it, 10 minutes ago. So hopefully everybody managed to complete that. Other than that, no real radio for me this week yet, but I guess we're only halfway through.
Matt, back, one of them did. So the local person, Nick Bellamy, he reached out to me on email, and we went back and forth a bit with some of the mechanics. We're still going to find a date that works. So that is underway. We'll get him set up. The other person from Illinois, not yet. I haven't heard from him, but I'll keep an eye on my email, or if he shows up in another net on YouTube, we'll help him out still. I can help him out through the U.S. group that I'm with. Just in general as well, the information for how to contact me for either U.S. or Canadian exams is on my QRZ page in the public area, so you don't actually have to have an account to find my email address. I have a special one for testing that I expose to all the spammers so that my other one doesn't need to be behind the login. Anyways, long story medium is if you look up my call sign. This is for anybody listening, because I know everybody else here, or a lot of other people here know this, but anybody else who's listening, if you're interested in getting licensed either in Canada or the U.S., look up VA3NCA on QRZ.com, and in the public area there of that page, you will see some information. Anyways, now I am at risk of timing out the non-existent repeater, so I will drop and send it back to you there, Chuck. Thanks again, VA3NCA.
Okay, Wade, very good. So listen, what if someone doesn't have their license yet, and obviously you need a call sign to log in to QRZ? They can still find you there?
Yeah, I think so. Let me. I guess I should check that, shouldn't I? I was thinking about the hover over part, but just getting to my page is probably going to require that you're logged in, isn't it? I only made that change a little while ago, so maybe I haven't fully thought it through. I'll do a little bit of playing around, but I was thinking more about the hover over, so I moved the information that I have into the bio. Maybe what I have to do is, at some point, get off my my butt and make an actual web page, but haven't done that part yet.
Okay, something I was thinking about, because if I remember correctly, you're very limited once you get to the QRZ page if you're not logged in. So, look into that and see. That'll probably help out a lot of people, who, if they can't find you on QRZ without getting an account. I'm not sure. It's been so long now. But I do believe you can look up people's call sign, but it's very limited. So look into that and let us know. Okay, Wade, thank you so much for your check-in, and I guess you've been a busy guy. We haven't heard you in in a while again, so lovely to have you back with us, and enjoy the rest of the net, my friend. And so with that, let's see who else is out there would like to check into the Amateur Radio Exchange Group. This is VA3CJZ. My name is Chuck, and I'm located here in Hamilton, Ontario.
VA3TVW.
Well, there's an old call sign. All right, TVW. And someone else you stepped on there. Who's the other station?
VA3NCA.
Oh, okay. Wade, go ahead.
Yeah, just a short. I did log out of QRZ, and I went back and searched up my call. Yeah, you can get to this part of it. It's just my bio. I put the information in the bio. So the information about getting licensed U.S. and Canada is right there on the non-logged on part of QRZ. So don't need an account, it seems. Just search me up, VA3NCA in the call sign search bar, and it's in the bio area. Thanks for letting me jump in there, Chuck. Back to you.
All right, glad to get that straightened out. Thanks, Wade. All right, let's bring in Tom. Victor Alpha 3, Tango Victor Whiskey.
Yeah, good evening, Chuck. Good evening to whoever might be able to hear me. Just sitting in here in the shack trying to get things still wired up here. Go
Oh yeah. So what do you got? You're on a handheld right now, Tom?
Yeah, on the handheld in a room that does not have a window. It's only got a skylight.
Well, that skylight must be working great because you're just shy of full strength over here. So that's really good for being indoors.
Very good. Well, like I said, trying to get things up here. I've got an S10 noise level that I'm trying to decipher where it's coming from, and it's not my house. So somebody's got something running that's driving my radio absolutely bonkers.
Yeah, yeah. Well, it looks like you have to pretty much start over from scratch there, Tom, as far as, optimizing your antennas for the location you're at there. So good luck with that.
Yeah, thanks, Chuck. Well, like I said, just gotta figure this out. Somebody's got something running next to me or around me that's causing all kinds of grief, so I'll find it eventually. I just went downstairs and even shut the main breaker off for this house to see if noise dissipated, and it didn't, so it's somewhere around me.
I was just gonna say, go around to your neighbors and have them shut off their main breaker. It's funny, we were thinking along the same lines there, but I was more thinking of blacking out the entire block, one at a time.
Yeah, what could be car star behind me? It could be trotters. It could be just about anything around me.
Yeah. Okay. Very good. All right, Tom. Well, good luck with that. And of course, during the wintertime, it's not always the best time, but at least you're back up and running. And for HF, you've got something, but it's going to take a little bit to get settled in. Thanks for your check-in, Tom. Anything else?
Nope, not at all, Chuck, and I'll be listening along. V3MQ listening.
All right, Tom. For those of you just joining us and couldn't hear Tom, you should go to my YouTube page, type in VA3CJZ in the search, and look for us under the live button, and you'll be able to hear what I hear. And Tom is on a handheld inside his house, a good kilometer or a mile from my house, so that's pretty good. All right, so let's see now. That clears my list. Let's see who else is out there would like to check into the weekly Amateur Radio Exchange Group net. This is VA3CJZ.
New location, more fun. V3 Bravo Kilowatt.
Victor Echo 3, Quebec Echo Echo.
All right, two more stations there. I've got Rick, VE3BK, and Marty, VE3 Quebec Echo Echo. Stand by, Marty, and let's bring in Rick.
Yeah, good evening to everybody on frequency. Happy New Year again. And, anyway, Tom, he was telling me about that noise too. And I suggested maybe it was that business here right on Gage. Because I know I had some a business one street over from me was causing me all kinds of grief on 220, and it turned out to be some kind of alarm circuit, whatever. So anyway, he's got some auto body shop right beside him, right behind him. So maybe they got something in there that's causing interference. They're not likely going to shut down. So, get somebody to shut down their hydro. I'd think twice about doing it here because then I have to go around and reset clocks and reset TV and all that kind of stuff. So anyway, let's see, announcement. I got an announcement. Everybody look at Winterfield Day coming up January 24th and 25th. 2026, and you can go to, turn your radio on, have some fun, and go to https://winter F field day and spelled out winterfieldday.org. So if you go to winterfieldday.org, you can get all the rules and all the rest of that stuff. But anyway, so yeah, I'm a little latecomer. I was listening to another net on a different frequency, and I can't figure out who they are because they're not listed in my old book. So, but anyway, I was listening to that, and with All-Star on a lot of the repeater C stations, you never know what you're listening to. It could be somebody anywhere. Who knows? Anyway, back to net, and thanks for doing it there, Chuck. VA3CJZ from VE3BK.
All right, Rick, very good. Thanks for that update on Winter Field Day at the end of the month. And I think that other net you might be talking about is on 146.490. I know they've started up recently at 8 o'clock as well. So is that where you were at?
Negative 444125. It's a repeater, and the net controls a woman, and they did some announcements and stuff, but I still didn't figure out where they are. They could be in Brampton. I don't know.
Okay. Yeah, I've just recently updated all the memories in my radio there and added a few new ones. So, yeah, very good, Rick. All right. Well, thanks for your check-in, and if you have anything else, go now.
Okay, tomorrow, Marty's on here right after me, I think. Tomorrow, TPNet at 3 o'clock, VA3CWM will be back on after a 2-week vacation on the warplane was closed, and anyway, and Marty might have more to say about it after me there. So that's all I got there, Chuck. Thanks for that. VE3BK.
All right, Rick, very good. Thank you. And so with that, let's move over and bring in Marty. Victor Echo 3, Quebec Echo Echo.
Good evening, Chuck. Good evening to all on frequency, and Happy New Year to everyone. 2026. Hard to believe, but here we are, entering the second quarter century of the new era there. Anyway, good to hear the net up and running just fine, and my regards to everyone on frequency. Nothing more to add. We'll be on, Rick and I will be on tomorrow afternoon representing Canadian Warplane Heritage Museum, and I'm looking forward to spending the day up there tomorrow. It'll be good to get back after a couple of weeks off. Anyway, back to you, Chuck, VA3CJZ from VE3QEE.
All right, Marty, great copy on you tonight. You're about 5 over S9 here, so you're S9 plus on my my radio. And happy 2026 to you as well. Much health and a little happiness. But being important is the health at our age there, Marty. I know you're a little older than I am, but anyhow, good to hear you, Marty. Thank you so much for stopping by. We had a great New Year's Eve net, which was on a Wednesday, and then before that, a Christmas Eve net. First time I think I've ever done those for the AREG, so I don't remember if it's ever fallen on Christmas and New Year's before. But anyways, it was a lot of fun. And as you know, the AREG net never takes a break and just keeps on keeping on. So thanks again, Marty, and have a great rest of the evening. You going to stick around for a bit?
I'll be around for a little while, and then I'm called elsewhere before the second half there, Chuck. So carry on, sir, and thanks for doing what you do. VE3QEE, back to net.
All right, very good, Marty. And so that clears my list. Let's see who else is out there would like to check into the AREG net. This is VA3CJZ. My name is Chuck, and I'm here in Hamilton, Ontario. Please come now.
VA3IMW, comment.
Yes, comment. Go ahead.
Yeah, I just did a quick lookup on the 444.125. The repeater is in Milton. It's VE3ADT. So that's obviously where Rick was listening. 25 miles away from my location, so obviously you guys downtown would still have a good chance of hitting it. So that's it. Back to you.
All right, very good. Thank you for that. Mac, I wonder if Rick was listening there.
Yeah, roger on that. Thanks for that, Matt.
All right, let's see now. 8:26 p.m. It's still 37 degrees Fahrenheit. That's for Larry. And for the rest of us, it's plus 3 degrees here at the airport and throughout most of the city. And I'm looking for check-ins for tonight's net. Please come now.
Victor Alpha 3, Mike Hotel Victor.
There he is. I just put your call down in my log. Wasn't sure if you're going to do an RF check-in now or a little bit later, but since it's a little bit slow, I do appreciate you breaking in there, Mark. Victor Alpha 3, Mike Hotel Victor. Come on in.
Good evening, Chuck and all on net, everybody on the YouTube stream. Happy New Year once again to everybody. Hope everybody had a good holiday season. Not too much to report here, Chuck. I was home today and I did a little radio late afternoon. I managed to grab 2 gentlemen in one park in California on 12 meters. So there must have been a bit of a pipeline going west today for us. 'Cause they reported me at a 5.1, and they were 5.7 to me. So, but I managed to grab them. And other than that, this is my first radio or second radio of the day. Anyway, Chuck, I'll be listening along. Looking forward to everything you have planned for us, and just enjoying the trivia and everything else that you have on tonight. So. That's all I have, Chuck. Back to you. I'll be here for the duration. Victor Alpha 3, Mike Hotel Victor.
Ooh, and when you said radio, my ears just perked up because I got some news today. I got an email from GPS Central saying that the radio I'd like is in stock. And so I was in the middle of doing the my documentation for the net, and I was actually distracted by that news. I went to the website, and I was almost ready to hit the buy button, but I just don't want to rush, because I was busy doing something. And so tomorrow, when I come back from my medical procedure, I think we're going to hit that big button, Mark. So there you go.
Well, that's exciting news, I think. Is that the Optima we're talking about, Chuck?
Yes, sir. The FTX1 Optima. That's the field head and the 100 amp attached to the radio, all in one. So yeah, I'm really excited. Unless they sell out overnight. You never know. But yeah, I was thinking of maybe waiting till the end of the month, but hey, if I can do it now, I think I better.
Roger that. Keep us posted. That's exciting news. Anyway, Chuck, I'll be here for the duration. I'll let you pick up some more. Victor Alpha 3, Mike Hotel Victor.
All right, very good, Mark. Thank you for your check-in, and I do appreciate it. And so, oh yeah, I did have some other news. I spoke to John this weekend, the founder of the AREG net, VE3 Juliet Sierra Uniform, VE3JSU. That's John Sims, up in Thunder Bay. Beautiful place, by the way. So he's doing fine. He has so much stuff in his apartment. Those of you who know John know this well, but he told me he's got so much stuff he's got nowhere to unpack anything. So I don't know, but he did say that he was planning on going back to Manitouwadge to buy a house. So as soon as he saves up enough for a down payment, I think he's going to try and buy a house there. And I told him, don't get a fixer-upper, John. You'll be asking for trouble. You're too old to be doing renovations, especially with compromised health. Anyways, so that's my news for John, VE3JSU. He's doing well. Sadly, his cat passed away a couple of years ago. I know he was very, very fond of that cat, but I think John was stuck living in his car at the time, and back when he was in Manitouwadge. And I think when he got a motel room, the kitty passed away there. So, anyways, unfortunately, our pets never live long enough. So we all miss them dearly as they leave us too soon. And so with that, let's see who else is out there would like to check into the AREG net. This is Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Juliet Zulu. Okay, nothing heard. Let's see what kind of contests we've got coming up this weekend. We've got the YBDX contest. I'm not sure who that's from, but it's for sideband. And it starts at 10 meters, 15, 20, 40, and 80. And that goes on for 24 hours on January 10th at 0 Zulu time. Next, we got a real short one called the Old New Year Contest. It starts at 0500 Zulu and ends at 0900 Zulu on January 10th. And that's for CW and sideband. And once again, 10, 15, 20, 40, and 80 meters. Next, we've got the Straight Key Century Club Weekend Sprintathon, the SKCC for CW, and that starts at 6 meters. And then 10, 15, 20, 40, 80, and 160. And that starts at 1200 Zulu, January 10th, until 2400 Zulu, January 11th. UBA PSK 63 prefix contest, and that's for BPSK 63. I'm sure that's a form of CW, a straight key, for 10 meters, 15, 20, 40, and 80. Next, we got the North American QSO party for CW, from 10 meters up to 160. And that starts 1800 Zulu, January 10th, to 0600 Zulu, January 11th. And then there are a bunch of really, really short contests. So if you want more information, just open up your web browser and type in contestcalendar.com. And just click the 8-day button at the top near the home button, and you'll see a list of contests coming up for the next 8 days. And so with that, is there anyone here that that has any announcements that they would like to make? Please come now. How about check-ins? Any new check-ins for the AREG net? Please come now.
Victor Echo 3, Sierra Mike, November.
And then there's Victor Echo 3, Sierra Mike, November. Matt, come on in.
Why, thank you. I got our internet working, and now I'm sitting by the radio. I have been listening pretty much since the beginning, 803 or 804, and I believe I've heard most of what was going on and had the YouTube stream going where I wasn't by the radio. So I've kind of been here in spirit, but now I'm here officially.
Yay! So what happened? You didn't have internet in your shack or what?
Well, when we got home from work today, just about everything was offline. So I don't know what happened, but I just pulled the power to the Rogers modem and the router and put it back in, and then it still wasn't working. So then I did the online resets, and now seems to be coming back online and back to life. The streamers and gamers in the house will be happy.
So that's funny right there, because I was going to come back and say, you must be with Rogers. They tend to have more outages than the other 2 or 3 big internet suppliers there. But I'm glad everything's back up, and I'm sure you'll find 1 or 2 things you gotta restart up or reconnect, tablets and so forth. But oh, very good. Well, thanks for joining us. And how's your week been going?
Yeah, that's pretty much what I've been doing, is go here, unplug this, plug this back in, and seems like everything's okay now. The week has been pretty good. Things are back to normal at work, which is really nice, and back to my usual job of doing everything with the cars instead of doing the paperwork. So I'm happy about that. But yeah, everything is good. And how about you, Chuck? How's things with you?
Oh, doing all right. Other than the usual aches and pains there, I think the only thing left over from that flu virus I got is chest congestion. And so there's, the clearing of the throat and spitting it into a bucket type thing, so without getting too graphic. And other than that, yeah, feeling not bad. Got a few medical things. Got an appointment tomorrow, and then I got an MRI later next month, and they keep you busy, that's for sure, the doctors.
Yeah, you got that right. My dad has the same routine lately. Appointment here, appointment there, but hopefully the weather holds out when you do have to go out. I think you'll be okay tomorrow, but makes it that much worse when you got to go out and it's miserable. So hopefully it holds out for you, and you can get to A and B and back without any issues.
Yes, absolutely. I was just thinking about my wardrobe tomorrow. I won't have to put on my big hunting boots, and probably just slip into some runners and jump into the car, and then because my wife has the car because she works every day, and so she has the car with her all the time, and so I walk everywhere, and of course you got to dress for the weather. And it's nice if you can just run from the house to the car, like most of you do, and then just get out of the car and go straight into the building. It's nice.
Yeah, you got that right. And we get spoiled with those luxuries, so when they're not at your disposal, it's a little tougher. Well, Chuck, I'll let you carry on with the net, and I'm looking forward to what is to come for the rest of the evening, and I will be here for the duration. VE3SMN. I'll be listening.
All right. Sounds like we may get things started sooner than later. The way things are going, a little bit slow tonight. I know if you're in the retail or restaurant business, things are slow in January. My wife just told me that they're going to be closing her restaurant earlier than normal during the month of January for sure, and so that's to be expected after everyone spent all that money on Christmas. All right, so we'll clear with VE3 Sierra Mike November, and I believe I'm looking for some new check-ins for tonight's AREG net. Please come now. All right, I see Steve has joined us on the YouTube stream. If you're just tuning in and listening, I am streaming the net on YouTube. Just type in VA3CJZ and click on the live button. And so with that, any new check-ins, please come now. All right, well, being as it's 2026, we're going to start the year off with some random trivia questions titled 2026 Trivia. And so we'll get started here momentarily. Just let me pull up where I want it to be here, and of course have the live stream in the background. Let's see, there we go. All right. So for my first question, this is probably for the older crowd, but there's a statue of Frank Sinatra can be found along the Hudson River. In what New Jersey town? Yeah, I didn't think a lot of you might know that. That's Hoboken, New Jersey. Favorite place for Frank Sinatra. All right, so if you've ever read some books, let's see if you read this one. The book, Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep? Was made into a highly successful 1982 film, and it was a sci-fi film. What was it? And that movie would be Blade Runner. If I look at the stream now, it looks, oh, yeah, KDT has checked in with us. VE3 Kilo Delta Tango. I will add you to the log right now. And that makes 11. How are things going there, Noel? Are y'all settled in yet? All right, so let's bring that back up and start over. And yeah, Wade, that movie was from 1982, and it's from the book called Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep? What movie became of that book in 1982? Highly successful sci-fi film. And look at that. Noel got that one right. It is, in fact, Blade Runner. The first one, of course. So very good, Noel. And I see Eric, whoever that is, just joining us. Good evening, and welcome to our net. I'm not sure who. That might be someone else. But anyhow, welcome. All right, let's go to the next question. The iconic Hollywood sign originally spelled out what word? What was there before the iconic Hollywood sign? And I see Kilo Delta 2, Whiskey Fox X-Ray. Good evening, Eric, and welcome. My name is Chuck, and my call is Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Juliet Zulu, here in Hamilton, Ontario. We're here every Wednesday evening between 8 and 10 p.m. Eastern Time. All right, looks like both Wade and Noel got that right. It was, in fact, Hollywood Land. And did you know Alice Cooper owns one of the letters on the Hollywood sign? Check it out. All right. Eric, you're on the other end of the lake. All right, very good. Let me put your call in my log. Kilo Delta 2, Whiskey Fox X-Ray. Up in Whitesboro. All right. Whitesboro, New York here, it says. All right, so next question. Born Robert Weston Smith. This famous radio disc jockey in the 1970s was more commonly known by what name?
Wolfman Jack.
Ow. Werewolves of London. That's exactly right, Mac. You, Wade, and Mark got that right. His real name is Robert Weston Smith. I never knew that. So there you go. I grew up really liking Wolfman Jack. All right. Who was Johnny Carson's longtime sidekick on The Tonight Show? That's right, Ed McMahon. Here's Johnny. And what else was Ed McMahon also famous for? Something else as well.
Publishers Clearinghouse.
Absolutely. Wayne wrote down big checks. That's right. He would go around knocking on people's door, giving them big checks. That's right. Eric got that right as well. Thank you. This actor notably starred in the TV sitcoms How I Met Your Mother and Doogie Howser, MD. Who is he? Neil Patrick Harris. That's right. Pretty funny guy playing a womanizer, and he's actually gay. But he did it so well. All right. Does anyone know what is the given name of the wrestler known as The Rock? What's his full name?
Dwayne Johnson.
Yeah, but he's got a middle name. He's Double DJ. Dwayne Douglas Johnson. I didn't even know that. The Rock. And now we come to find out that as his body is no longer taking steroids, his body is shrinking quite a bit, and it's very noticeable. So he's getting a lot of flack for having lied all those years, being pumped up. Remember that on Saturday Night Live? Pump you up. That was a funny skit. All right, Johnny Depp notably modeled Jack Sparrow, or Captain Jack Sparrow, his memorable character from Pirates of the Caribbean, after which rock guitarist? Keith Richards is the answer. uh, Probably because Keith was drunk all the time. And now Johnny Depp was, I hear he's still a big drinker. Actor Jim Carrey first made a name for himself on what Keenan Ivory Wayans sketch comedy show?
In living color.
Absolutely, it was In Living Color. And, oh yeah, the Fly Girls. Don't forget about the Fly Girls. Which Titanic actor appeared on the children's TV show Romper Room? No, it wasn't Kate. It was the boy, Leonardo DiCaprio. I can't believe it. Huh. No, that's too easy. Hang on a second here. I'll find another one. Oh, these are all about literature. Here's a decent one. Who was the first author to use a type machine or a typewriter in writing a manuscript? Who was the first author? This guy was known for having famously said, "The more I know about people, the more I like my dog." And that was from Mark Twain. Mark Twain was the first author to use a typewriter, and he's another person that I really admire because I feel the same way about dogs. Which writer holds the Guinness World Book for the most translated works? So, in other words, whose books have been translated the most, other than the Bible, of course? That would be Agatha Christie. She holds the Guinness World Record for the most translated works. What book holds the record for the fastest selling book in history? Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows. Okay, these ones are supposed to be history. Most of these I've asked before. Just let me scroll through till I find another subject here. Yeah, we've done that. What U.S. state is known as the land of 10,000 lakes? We've done this one before, too. That would be Minnesota. Very good, Eric. You know your stuff. You're right next, well, you're not next door, but in the general area. Yep, Minnesota. What is the largest volcano on Earth? On Earth. Oh, well, Matt. Very good. Born in Wisconsin, like that 70s show. Hello, Wisconsin. All right. What's the next one? The largest volcano on Earth is Mauna Loa in Hawaii. So you were close, Eric. It's not Mauna Kea, it's Mauna Loa. Oh, I got an Antarctica question here, but it's not the one on paper. Does anyone know what the average temperature is in Antarctica? So, of course, that's taken from year-round temperatures. What is the average? Okay, I was going to say take a guess, but Wade did. He says minus 40 as an average. And this will probably be in Fahrenheit. And Eric is close. And so is Wade. It's actually minus 55, I think, is the average temperature.
At that point, Fahrenheit and Celsius kind of collide, so it doesn't matter which scale you're using.
Yeah, at minus 44, they even out.
VE3LBI.
Oh, VE3LBI. Larry, come on in.
Yep, I didn't want to interrupt. I sent you a message there. I just said check me, and I didn't want to interrupt you, but Mac already did, so I'll interrupt now too then.
Oh, we're all about interruptions here, Larry. No big deal.
All about eruptions, eh? Okay, no problem. All right, no, I'm just listening along. Carry on. Nothing really important to report. Made a few contacts. St. Lucia was one of them again today. Other than that, noisy radio day, just noisy.
Oh, yeah. Was that a J call sign with a J?
Yes, sir. Yeah, it was JC, I think it is, starts off. It's St. Lucia, I believe.
Okay, very good, very good. All right, Larry, everything else going all right?
Yep, so far so good. The weather's decent. Covered a lot of the snow on the roof on the east side. Was actually hanging over the east trough, so there was so much snow there, and ice and everything was actually dripping down the side of the house onto the driveway, but that cleared up overnight, so I'm pleased about that. I hate getting back. I know we got ice melt, or not ice melt, but ice shield up there. I just don't like that backup.
Larry, I swear to God, you live in a different country. There's no snow here. What are you talking about? There's absolutely zero snow down here.
Well, we're on the higher altitude, closer to God and stuff, and he helps us out a little bit.
Okay. I'll let you get away with that one for now. All right, Larry. Thanks for checking in, buddy. Much appreciated.
Okay, no problem. Thanks, Chuck. I'll listen along. VE3LBI.
I remember when we had an ice storm, Larry. Yeah, the season's not over yet. We got another 7 weeks to go before we even consider, warmer temperatures. But I remember one time I had an IMAX 2000, but the top fiberglass piece was missing or broken, and so I used a 102-inch whip stainless steel whip, which is quite heavy up at the top there. And it swayed quite a bit in the wind, but we had an ice storm once. And my neighbor Kevin, WKG there, told me, have you seen your antenna, Chuck? And he's chuckling, right? And I'm like, no, why? He goes, go outside and look at it. I swear to God, Larry, it looked like a fishing pole bent over with a fish on it, on the hook, and it was frozen like that.
Wait for that to kind of thaw out and straighten up. Hopefully it will straighten up. Well, it shed 102-inch whip. They're pretty good.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, it did not completely straightened out. There was a very slight kink in it afterwards, but you have to understand, right? 102-inch whip at the top there. It was swaying quite a bit, and there was a lot of weight. So, yeah, but it looked fairly straight, but it's when I took it down I noticed it was just a tad bit off. But, hey, it worked.
Chuck, I don't mind the snow. I don't mind the rain. I just don't like the freezing rain when it sticks. Fortunately, the last batch of freezing rain we had didn't really, well, the little tree in the backyard didn't have anything on it. It was more on the ground, but I'll take the snow and the rain any day. Just don't want the freezing rain.
Yeah, I know. It messes with your SWR, too, on a wire antenna. Anyways. Okay, Larry, thanks a bunch. Well, let's see who else is out there while we're pausing here. Who else would like to check into the longest-running simplex net, the AREG, Amateur Radio Exchange Group? Please come now.
VA3XLJ.
All right, we pulled another one out of the woodwork. VA3 X-Ray Lima Juliet. Vanya, nice to hear you. Come on in.
Good evening, Chuck, and everybody on net. So, well, let me see what am I doing. Like it's much of nothing. So I just finished my first brewski, and probably gonna go upstairs and grab another one before net ends, and that's gonna be the pretty much day for me. But not much on my end. Like it's I mean I know it's winter, but it's it was kind of odd when I left home today. Like it's all lawn was covered with ice, and by the time when I get home from work today, and you know that there's not ice, I would say snow. There's not much snow left, so as you mentioned earlier, like I really hate to see the freezing rain. We lost the 2 trees to the freezing rain, which is kind of sad. But probably like next fall comes, I'm gonna plant 1 or 2 trees in front, just to replace that big maple which we used to have. But this time I'm gonna try to get something else. Like I have this tree, like which I don't know the name of it, but they have a very odd leaves. They kind of look like a fish spine. Like it's the very tiny stem in the middle and the small leaves on the sides. And there's lots of those, and have a very nice. The flowers are kind of like it can't be a bouquet, but it's the little flowers are kind of like grouped together, like, and they hang off of it. The only odd thing about it is every couple of years it would have like a kind of like a beans or string beans or whatever it is. It would drop them down, but I don't remember if it was every year or every second year, but it really doesn't matter. It was a nice tree, but freezing rain killed him a couple of years ago, which is kind of unfortunate. What happened was there was a freezing rain, and the side which get most of the sun, that side of the tree died. First year and the second year, I've seen the half of the other side was pretty much gone, and I have to get a tree company to come in and to take the tree down. Back to you.
Oh yeah, an arborist or something like that. Did you know that you can contact the city, and you can ask them to plant a tree on the portion of your property that's owned by the city? When I lived at another house there, we had, of course, our property, then the sidewalk, and then there was a patch of grass before the road started. And one of my neighbors had them plant a maple tree on that part of it there. But did you know that even your property going up to the sidewalk, you don't own all of that property. The city actually owns 6 feet or whatever, a portion of that. So check it out. Come springtime, call the city and see if you're eligible to get a tree planted for free.
Yeah, neighbor from across the street, like they actually did call the city, and the city planted the tree for them. The 1 year. Yeah, they've done that. I know that. The reason why I want to fall because they said that the best chance for that tree to live like it's to do it in late summer, maybe early fall, so the tree kind of get used to it, a new environment per se or whatever, and it goes kind of dormant until next spring for a couple of months, and usually that's, I mean, what I think that I read years ago, that's the best time to plant a tree. So I'm gonna try to do that. Yeah, I'll give them a call. That's actually what I was planning on doing. That if they cannot plant something what I like, then I'm gonna just buy the tree and just plant it closer to the house. Regarding the line, I think the line is 18 feet from the center of the road to wherever it stops. So yeah, they own quite a bit of the grass, I guess, on everyone's lawn, but it is what it is. So I know, like 2-3 years ago, someone was coming and they were looking for the stakes and whatnot, because we still have a storm drains. We don't have we have a ditch actually in a neighborhood, so we don't have a sidewalks, and I don't know, but I know they were 1 year they came and they were digging around, like you said, they dug up. They were looking for the stakes for the property line and where the lot ends and where the city land begins. I believe they found it, so it's kind of cuts my driveway in half, but it is what it is. I can still put the 2 cars back to back, but it's okay.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, I think they have to plant it at the end of summer or in the fall, the young trees. But anyways, when you first came back there, Vanya, someone else doubled with you. Is there a comment? Go ahead.
Yeah, they own the first 10 feet.
Is that from where the road ends?
Yeah, right where the sidewalk, that little curve, sidewalk and the grass.
Before us, they were nice enough to include in let's call it the package with the house or whatever it is. They left a whole bunch of documents and this and that, so you can just kind of measure and get an idea where is what. So this tree what I have on the front right now, it's right on a border between me and the city, most likely on my side. So that's where the one corner is, and the other corner is by the hydro post on the left side of the driveway or other side of the right side. So yeah, I just wanted the little tree with those tiny leaves because it was a really nice tree, Chuck. You never have to clean the leaves. It was a little bit annoying, like because the fall comes like it's you have to vacuum that plastic piece in a car where the intake is for the cabin air. But like maybe twice a season. But other than that, like it was the nicest tree ever. I know it's not locust, but it's something with else. So it's really, yeah, I would like to have one of those. And what's with them, they grow fairly fast and they grow straight up too.
All right, very good then. Well, I'm sure you'll pick whatever you want and hope it works out. And I guess you didn't hear Tom. He is on a portable, and when I asked if there was someone else in there, he came back and he said that the city owns 10 feet from where the road stops and the sidewalk or property starts, and they own 10 feet from there. So with your 18 feet from the center of the street, that makes about good sense there. But yeah, Tom is on a handheld there, so that's why you didn't hear him. But it's all good, Vanya. Thank you so much for checking in, my friend, and yeah, good luck with the tree. Anything else? Any plans?
Just to save for duration and the go upstairs and sleep for tomorrow. Tomorrow is a day shift.
All right. Well, give yourself a cheers for me with your next beer. And with that, there was someone else doubling with you there. Who's the other station?
VE3MQ.
Yeah, go ahead, MQ.
Is Rick still on here?
VE3BK.
What?
Yeah, I'm still here, Tom.
Not here.
Yeah, he just came back there, Tom. Go ahead, Tom. Rick is listening.
Rick, you want to go to 28400 for a minute?
Say again? Where?
28400.
Okay, roger on that.
Thanks, Chuck.
All right, no problem. They're just going to step away and go to 28400 and chit-chat. And so with that, anyone else out there would like to check into the AREG net, please come now. All right, so let's go back to it here. Do I have anything good here? Nope. Where do United States vice presidents live? In a house, yes, but where specifically? That's right, Wade, on the grounds of the U.S. Naval Observatory. Very good, Wade. All right, here's a quick geography one. Which three states share a border with California? So that would be, okay, Eric got one right. Oh, got two right. And that's correct. Very good, Eric. Or else we'd be shaming you for being an American and not knowing. The answer is Arizona, Nevada, and Oregon. No, not Washington, Wade. So, yeah, Arizona, Nevada, and Oregon all share a border with California. What was the first to become a U.S. state? Come on, people. Delaware is the answer. That was the first state. You know how United States have kind of cool nicknames or handles, as we used to call them. Like Pennsylvania, back in my day, we used to call it the pothole state. Back on the CB channels there. What state is known as the Badger State? Eric might know this one. What state is known as the Badger State? That's right. Hello, Wisconsin. That's the answer. Very good, Eric. Yeah, we have a ringer in the audience. All right, what state has the longest freshwater shoreline? Oh, wow, look how quick Wade is. Wade got that one right. Michigan has the longest freshwater shoreline. All right. What U.S. state grows coffee beans? What U.S. state grows coffee beans? And that would be the only state, I believe. And that is correct. Hawaii is the correct answer. All right. How tall is the Empire State Building without the spire and antenna? And that's actually just below what the CN Tower is. Taller than my house. Hey, not bad, Eric. It's actually 1250. Very, very good. 1,250 feet for the Empire State Building. Which country gives students the longest summer holiday? What country has the longest summer break? And that would be Spain. Italy. Sorry, Italy has the longest summer holiday. All right, science and math. How many sides does a trapezoid have?
All of them.
The answer is 5. Take away 1. All right. How many yards are in a mile? Larry, you should know this. It's in. It's not metric. How many yards are in a mile? See, I know it in feet. The correct answer is 1760. 1,760 yards in 1 mile. What mineral can you add to water to make things float easier?
Sodium.
That is correct. But how do you explain obese people floating in water easier than regular-sized people? I've always wondered about that.
Because fat has a lower density than water.
I like Wade's answer. They displace more volume of water.
Mother Nature rejects them from going in the water. They're trying to be expelled from the water.
VE3JSU.
Larry, go ahead.
Quick story for you. I had an uncle, very large uncle, probably close to 300. We used to go up camping, and he'd get in the water, put his hands behind his back of his head, and he'd float and fall asleep. One day, they had to go out and get him by a boat to wake him up.
Oh my God. Yeah, I know. I listened to stories in the summertime. Not stories, but distress calls for people on flotation devices that have got caught in a current and got taken out way, way far from shore. And you know they have those fancy flotation things like swans and you know all kinds of different things there. And people hop on there and they think they're okay. But once once you start getting a couple of 100 yards away from shore, that's you know distance is deceiving on water. Very deceiving.
Well, he wasn't on a float. He just would lay in the water. That was it. He was a big boy. And another quick story, talking about stuff like that. One of the cruises we were on, the captain was telling some stories about different things, and they were at sea. The fellow had a pair of binoculars, and he was looking around, and he says, "What's that over there?" He could see something. He couldn't quite make it out, and it kind of adjusted a bit more to it. Anyways, they pinpointed to the captain. They put a boat down. The guy had been out in the sea, from the ocean. He had gone to a beach for 5 days on a flotation, floating around out in the Caribbean.
Ouch. Talk about sunburn. Wow, that's interesting. Yeah, I guess he was his own flotation device there, your uncle.
Because he was a big boy, probably pushed 300 pounds. Oh, yeah. No, he would just lay in the water on his back, put his hands behind his head, you know, just cradle his neck, and he'd float around out there. Unfortunately, it wasn't a big lake. But one day they had to go out and wake him up with a boat to come home to make sure he's going to be there for supper. So he was quite the character.
All right, very interesting there, Larry. Okay, while we have a break, anyone else out there wishing to check into the Amateur Radio Exchange Group, please come now. All right, I got one more question before I start on this day in history. And that question is, what year was the first Batman comic book published? What year? No, before that. The very first Batman comic book was published in 1939. And if I'm not mistaken, I think the Superman was 42. Something like that. So there you go, folks. That's it for another fun edition of trivia. A little bit of a mixed bag with this and that. Thank you all so much. And now I'm going to switch over to On This Day. So we're at week 256 of me doing On This Day. We always start off with today's famous birthdays. And we'll start with the year 1502. And that is Gregory the 13th. He was an Italian pope who introduced the Gregorian calendar in 1582. And he was born in Bologna, Papal States. And he died 3 years later in 1585, 3 years after the Gregorian calendar. Next, we go to 1827. Sanford Fleming, which is a Scottish-Canadian engineer who introduced Universal Standard Time, or as we call it today, UTC. Born in Scotland but moved to Canada, and he passed away in 1915. So he's the father of UTC time, Sanford Fleming.
Father Time.
Oh, very good, Mac. All right, next we've got Charles Addams, born in 1912 on this day, an American artist and cartoonist with the New Yorker and the Addams Family cartoons. Known for darkly humorous and macabre characters, born in Westfield, New Jersey. He died in 1988. Next, we've got William Peter Blatty. Now that should sound a little bit familiar to some of you. William Peter Blatty is an American scriptwriter and author of the book The Exorcist. And as it says, he was a scriptwriter, so he helped write the script for The Exorcist. Of course, he was born in New York City. I remember, I think I was 15 when I saw The Exorcist. Scary stuff. Next, we have Diane Leather, born on this day, 1933. She's a British athlete and was the first woman to run a sub 5-minute mile. Born in England, and she died in 2018. First woman to run the sub 5-minute mile. Takes me that long just to walk 200 yards. All right, next, born in 1936, Richard Podolor, an American session guitarist, sound engineer, and record producer for Three Dog Night and Steppenwolf. Born in Los Angeles, California, he died in 2022. That reminds me, where's our music lover, Chris? WPG, not here tonight. Oh, I guess Eric wasn't kidding. Happy birthday, Eric. Born on this day in history, Eric. Happy birthday, Eric. Thanks again for joining us. Next, born in 1938, Paul Revere, an American rock organ player and pianist with Paul Revere and the Raiders. Remember that song, Indian Reservation? In the 70s, I think that came out, early 70s. And he died in 2014. Next, we've got Sammo Hung, born in 1952. He's a Hong Kong actor that goes all the way back to his first movie in 1961. He's an actor, director, and martial artist. He was actually in the movie Enter the Dragon as one of the island guards who fights Bruce Lee, and when Bruce Lee puts him up against this cage filled with prisoners, they grab him, and that was Sammo Hung. He doesn't get a credit for that movie, but I looked him up. Nicolas Cage turns 62 today, born in 1964. He's been in a tons of movies. He's also blown away his fortune, and he buys weird stuff, and he's an impulse buyer. Born in Long Beach, California. And last on my list is Jeremy Renner, turning 55, born in 1971. He made his breakout movie appearance in the movie called The Hurt Locker. He was a bomb tech in that movie, and then he went on to other movies, and then The Avengers and other things. Born in Modesto, California. And so that's it for people, famous people born on this day. Before I go on to who died today in history, do we have any questions, comments, or check-ins for tonight's net? Please come now. All right, you're going to have to bear with me on the first name here. People who died today in history. We have Ignacy Lukasiewicz. The year is 1882. And Ignacy is a Polish engineer, businessman, and inventor Oh, as far as I'm concerned, this guy and my next guy on the list are the two most important people of modern history. So, Ignacy was an inventor who built the first modern oil refinery and also invented the kerosene lamp. So just think, if he hadn't have built the first modern oil refinery, we wouldn't have this mess that we're in right now, where oil is the root of all evil, I think. Okay, and then my next guy, who passed away in 1943 on this day, is Nikola Tesla. Of course, we have Nikola Tesla Boulevard here in Hamilton, Ontario. Nikola was a Serbian-American physicist, electrical engineer, and inventor who developed alternating current and the Tesla coil. He was 86 when he died. My last person on this list is Neil Peart. Passed away in 2020, the Canadian rock drummer with Rush. Died of brain cancer at the age of 67. That's it. Before we move on to Today in History, any check-ins, questions, or comments, please come now. Today in History, we have the first international distress signal. Back in 1904, Marconi establishes CQD, Seeking You Distress, as the first international radio distress signal, but it wasn't adopted universally. In 1927, we have the first commercial transatlantic telephone service inaugurated between New York and London. Also in 1927, the Harlem Globetrotters play their first game in Hinckley, Illinois. So the Globetrotters, 1927. Man, they go further back than I thought. All right, passing away in 1929, French inventor Robert Bureau launches the first radiosonde, which is a battery-powered telemetry instrument carried into the atmosphere to measure various parameters and transmit them by radio to a ground receiver. There you go, 1929. Also in 1929, one of the first adventure comic strips, Tarzan, is first published. Jumping ahead 5 years, in 1934, Flash Gordon comic strip is created and drawn by Alex Raymond. Let's jump to 1944. The U.S. Air Force announces production of the first U.S. jet fighter, the Bell P-59. I got a correction to make earlier when I said that French inventor who passed away in 1929. He did not. That was the year that he launched his radiosonde, which I'm not sure how to say in English. But yeah, we already did the people passing away on this day. So 1944, the P-59 is born, or the production anyways. And then in 1949, we have the first photo of jeans taken, no, not the kind you wear, at the University of Southern California. (1958) Gibson Guitars receives a U.S. patent for their Flying V electric guitar model, eventually used by Albert Collins, Jimi Hendrix, Mark Bolan of T-Rex, Dave Davies of the Kinks, oh wow, and Billy Gibbons of ZZ Top. (1971) Warner Brothers Records releases Paranoid, the second studio album by British heavy metal band Black Sabbath. The influential album contains popular songs Iron Man, War Pigs, and the title track Paranoid. That was a great album. (1972) The discovery of the first black hole was in 1972, and it was called Cygnus X-1 in the constellation Cygnus. Reported in a paper in Nature by Louise Webster and Paul Murden. All right. And then in 1975, Led Zeppelin fans riot before a Boston concert, causing $30,000 in damage. Now here's something I didn't know about. In 1985, a Japanese space probe called Sakigake was launched towards Halley's Comet. I wonder whatever became of that. All right, in 2018 now, snow falls in the Sahara Desert with 15 inches reported in northwestern Algeria. What? Okay. That was just in 2018, folks. All right, in 2019, Amazon overtakes Microsoft to become the world's most valuable listed company for the first time, worth $797 billion. You have to put your pinky finger in your mouth when you say that. $797 billion. All right, and on this day last year, extreme Santa Ana winds caused wildfires across Los Angeles, including the Palisades, Eaton, and Hearst fires, causing tens of thousands to evacuate and burning over 16,000 structures and killing 29 people. And last on my list, also on this day last year, the body of former U.S. President Jimmy Carter lies in state in the U.S. Capitol. Well, that's it for On This Day, folks. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did researching it and telling it back to you fine folks. With that, before we start the 7-3 round, do we have any questions, comments, or late check-ins for tonight's net? Please come now.
Comment.
Go ahead, comment.
Where did our winter go? Yeah, 40 degrees in Fahrenheit in my backyard today. Anyway, so you gotta go for that needling tomorrow, I guess. And what else? I agree with you on my dog. You know, he doesn't either likes you or he don't. So you know. Anyway, he doesn't gossip or nothing. He's a good dog.
Just be thankful you don't have a husky. They talk and whine and complain and talk back.
Well, this dog talks back, and when he wants something, he lets you know. He's the most local German Shepherd I ever had. But anyway, he's a sweetheart. So, but anyway, good luck on planting a dog there, Chuck. This is VE3 Bravo Kilowatt.
Recheck the LBI.
VE3 LBI, go ahead.
Just talking about snow. Hawaii got 8 to 10 inches of snow. this week on top of one of the mountains. Wow. We're in the desert, but it's kind of like you think Hawaii as being like, anyway, so you got 8 to 10 inches of snow on one of the big highest mountains.
Well, Larry, when I spent a winter in a place called Ontario, California, which is the equivalent of Hamilton, what Hamilton is to Toronto, Ontario, California is basically East LA. And I was there in November, and while we had rain, you would look out the window, and the mountains in the distance would have snow on them. So, yeah, it's not uncommon for higher elevations to get that.
No, I agree. It just seems funny, Hawaii, because you always think of it as a really hot place, you know, nice to go for vacation. You wouldn't dream that they'd actually hit that kind of snow.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right. There is someone else in there. I'm sorry I keyed on you there. Is there another station? Please come now.
Yes, VE3ZYF. I could confirm that yes, you would go through Ontario, California. There would be snow on the peaks, and I have to admit, I was driving in Ontario, California, when I actually got a ticket. And the officer actually didn't really know what to do because he kept coming back to the car and saying, "How tall are you? How much do you weigh?" He didn't know what to do with it because he pulled me over in Ontario, California, and I had a Toronto, Ontario driver's license.
Height in meters and weight in kilograms, right?
Correct, sir.
All right, that's very good. I believe that's Ron, eh? VE3ZYF?
That is correct, sir.
And whereabouts are you located, sir? I'm below the escarpment here in Hamilton. Whereabouts are you?
I'm in the beaches, just east of Toronto. Well, yeah, I'm about 4 blocks north of the pond.
Well, I have an excellent copy on you tonight, Ron. My name is Chuck, and my call is Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Juliet Zulu, VA3CJZ, and I've got you at an S7 here at my location. And I'm sure the stations on top of the Hamilton escarpment probably have a really good copy on you there. How about it, guys?
VE3LBI.
VE3LBI.
Yeah, Ron, you're almost full strength up here, Hamilton Mountain.
Oh, thank you very much, sir. Yes, I was talking to a gentleman last night in New York. WA2UJR, very good guy, name of Angelo, and he's, south of Niagara Falls, but on somewhat of an escarpment. But as you get there, you get Ellicottville, this, that, and the other. It's ski country, so you get some good elevation in there, and happy I'm getting out that far.
Well, you definitely have no complaints. I actually just turned my radio up to full power. I was only running 4 watts previously. Just a little Kenwood. But yeah, you're definitely getting out. It's you're working absolutely fantastic into the Hamilton Mountain. I'm on the east end of the mountain brow up here.
Very good. Thank you, sir. Yeah, I just turned it up another 5 watts, and yeah, very good. Back to net.
Okay, Ron, I got you at a solid S8 now, so that brought you up one more S unit. So very good copy on you here. Very, very slight noise with every signal that comes in below S9. So thanks for joining us here on the net. I also stream the net on YouTube, just punch in my call there and you can follow along. But you have no trouble making it in. It's just being that it's a simplex net that not everyone can hear everyone else. And so as a helper, I usually stream this on YouTube. So we're here every Wednesday between 8 and 10 p.m. And thanks for joining us, Ron.
No worries. Glad I can. And we have a net on 146490 every evening around 9:30 p.m. And it's about 20 of us on there. So, yeah, you can't make too many contacts. Very good.
All right. Well, I'll have to stop in there and say hi. I do believe I know some of the guys that check in there. So I'll have to make some time. I thought it was around 8 o'clock, so now I'm corrected, 9 or 9:30. And so I'll try and check in there, Ron. Thank you so much for checking in, and I want to wish you a happy, healthy 2026.
What was the frequency again, please? VE3LBI?
146, 490.
Thank you.
Okay, Ron, I'll send it back to you for your final, and then I'm going to continue on.
Well, what can I say? It's great talking to some gentlemen. And always good to make good contacts. So I'll say 73s, and I'll be standing by. VE3JSU.
Okay, Ron, VA3CJZ. The name here is Chuck, and it's a pleasure meeting you for the first time. Have a great rest of the evening. Any other last-minute check-ins for tonight's amateur radio exchange group, the longest-running simplex net in Hamilton? Please come now. All right, nothing heard, so let's go to the top of the list and start our 7-3 round. Vern, I don't think is with us, but I'll give him a call anyways. Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Romeo Foxtrot. And number 2 with a bullet, VA3, India Mike Whiskey.
Well, thanks again for a wonderful net. Always a pleasure to have our little gray cells tickled with intrigue. We'll be on 446125 at 7 p.m. tomorrow night, hoping to hear you guys check in with me at that time. Thanks again, Chuck, VA3IMW. It's almost pumpkin time.
Oh, yeah, back to work after almost 3 weeks there. You must be tuckered out and ready to curl up. Okay, Mac, thank you so much for checking in and participating as usual. And I look forward to checking in with you tomorrow at 7 on the 70 centimeter simplex frequency on behalf of the Lake Ontario Radio Club, VE3LOW. Thanks, Mac. Take care. Next, we've got Wade, Victor Alpha 3, November Charlie Alpha.
VA3CJZ, VA3NCA. Yeah, thanks again, Chuck. Always an enjoyable way to spend a Wednesday. I guess it's your garbage night tonight. Don't forget to put that out. Mine was this morning, and I almost missed it. I slept in today because I am still holding on to every last minute of my vacation, returning to work on Monday. So, anyways, thanks for running it as always, and everything that you do for the hobby there. 73 to you and to everybody on air and on YouTube, and we'll catch you next week. VA3NCA, back to you.
Okay, very good, Wade, and thank you for taking the time out of your busy schedule and checking in with us, and hopefully you'll get that remote exam done, and let us know how that works out. And so with that, next, let's see. Well, Albert is in Barrie. Thanks for checking in, Albert. Victor Alpha 3, Bravo Tango. Take care, buddy. We'll probably, well, maybe tomorrow night or on Friday when you come home. Next, let's see if Tom is around. Victor Alpha 3, Tango Victor Whiskey. All right, well, Tom took off with Rick. Let's see if Rick is around. Victor Echo 3, Bravo Kilowatt. How about Marty? VE3, Quebec Echo Echo. Matt, Victor Echo 3, Sierra Mike November.
Still here, still awake, and loving the net. Thanks for doing it, Chuck. Great net as usual. And we'll look forward to the next one, next Wednesday.
Absolutely. And as you know, I do usually stream the Monday night HF net for the Hamilton Amateur Radio Club on 7.100 at 8 p.m. on Monday night. So be sure to follow me on YouTube and click the subscribe button and hit that bell. That way you'll be notified of any videos. Thanks, Matt. Take care. Have a great rest of the evening and week if I don't talk to you. Next is Mark. Victor Alpha 3, Mike Hotel Victor.
Still here, Chuck. Thank you for doing it, my friend. Enjoyable as always. We all look forward to the AREG on Wednesdays. Everybody have a good rest of the week. I'll say 7-3, one and all, and keep us posted on that radio trigger, Chuck. Let us know what's going on. 7-3, Victor Alpha 3, Mike Hotel Victor.
Oh, you're making me all excited again. I got goosebumps there, Mark. Okay, very good. Thanks for checking in and following along as always. You have a great rest of the week, Mark. We'll talk to you soon. I want to say thanks to Wayne in Mississauga, VA3 Fox Mike Bravo, for checking in on YouTube. Thanks, Wayne. Have a great rest of the week as well. And who else? Oh, Noel, Victor Echo 3, Kilo Delta Tango. Good luck with the unpacking. And well, I know I have a good idea. Why don't you bring the kids over and tell them to open up all the boxes and put everything on the floor for you, so you'll know where everything is. But first, you have to feed them a ton of sugar, and that way they can get it done real quick. Anyhow, Noel, thanks for checking in, buddy. And earlier we had Eric. I'm not sure if Eric is still with us. Kilo Delta 2, Whiskey Fox X-Ray from Whitesboro, New York. Thank you so much for joining us, Eric. I hope to see you again in the future, and maybe down the log somewhere on HF. And next is Vanya, Victor Alpha 3, X-Ray Lima Juliet. Oh, he must be getting that second or third beer. Oh, well, that's okay. How about Ron? You want to say 7-3, Ron? Victor Echo 3, Zulu Yankee Fox. You're last on the list.
VE3JSU.
Hey, there he is. You missed your turn, but go ahead.
Yeah, I missed my turn. I was transmitting on the other side of the radio. I had the wrong button pushed. Anyway, what I was saying, I went to 10 meters with MQ, and we had a good chat on 2400. And of course, I had to turn my radio down. He's so strong over here. Anyway, and he was saying that antenna, he was getting 9 S units of noise. So it's, he said he turned off his circuit breaker, and it was somewhere outside. So I kind of think it must be that auto body place he has next door to him. Anyway, yeah, so he had some suggestions. It's kind of difficult when your ham shack is on the second floor, so that's what he's got to do, but just creates another challenge for him. And he was talking about feeding a wire, you know, through the manual tuner or whatever, so it should be all right. Anyway, that's all I got, and thanks for doing it there, Chuck, and hope you check in with me tomorrow. This is V3 Bravo Kilowatt. Thanks, Chuck. Go ahead.
Okay, Rick. Well, thanks for that update. And what antenna is giving him that noise?
I think it's an Antron. You know, so he can do 10, 15, and 20 with it. And he's got it something like 15 feet off the ground. So he's talking about it on another pole that he had somewhere that he put up a little bit higher. But I don't know if that'll help his noise at all. And he hasn't got a ground right now, so that might help some. Who knows?
Okay, the Antron. Gotcha. All right. Well, I should join you tomorrow. I have an appointment in the morning, medical procedure, and I'll be back home for sure. If I'm not napping, I'll be on, Rick, and I'll try and stream the net on YouTube. And so that way, if you guys aren't doing anything at 3 o'clock tomorrow, pull up the YouTube and type in my call and push the live button, and you'll see me streaming the Warplane Heritage net on 7.100 at 3 p.m. Thanks, Rick. Anything else?
Oh, that's good. Just remember, everybody, turn your radios on and, you know, do that winter field day. It's become really popular in the last few years. So, you know, do it from home. You don't have to be outside. Although they like people outside in the snow, but no snow right now. Not in Hamilton down here anyway. Just guys that are slightly elevated to have snow, like on the mountain there.
Yeah, well, Larry lives in another country, because he talks about snow like it's, you got to get the plow down his street, and meanwhile there's nothing down here. But I'm just kidding, Larry, you know that. Anyhow, let's do one more last-minute call. Any last-minute check-ins for tonight's AREG net, please come now. Okay, well, I'll have to double-check my YouTube check-ins, but so far we had 14 check-ins, and we'll see if I have a couple of extra that I missed. And with that, I want to say thank you all for joining me once again for the longest running simplex net in the Hamilton-Dundas area. It's my pleasure to bring you a little bit of entertainment and some distraction for a couple of hours on the radio. So it's always fun for me to do that. And so I'll be here next week, as I usually say, same bat time, same bat channel. Until then, be safe and be kind to one another. This is Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Juliet Zulu saying so long for now. 7-3 all.
Did you miss me, VE3LBI?
You're not even in my log. VE3LBI 7-3 round, Larry. What's going on?
I don't exist. I'm not there. Don't worry about it.
Oh my goodness. I'm sorry, Larry. Well, there you go. That makes 15 so far. Any words of wisdom there, Larry?
No, I'm just checking. I'm sitting there going, I don't think he said my name. I know I was typing something back to Eric there, but I don't think he said. I'm going, oh, well, that's kind of strange. Wonder what happened to his list. It's probably because I interrupted you when you were in your middle of your thing. You never got a chance to put it in. Not a problem, Chuck. Thanks for doing it. We got tomorrow night. I guess we got Matt or everyone. I'm not sure. Bill's doing it. And then I guess Friday night you got the Friday night AREG too at 8 o'clock. So, all right, thanks for doing it.
Yeah, Mac, VA3IMW, will be doing the simplex net tomorrow at 7 o'clock on the 446.125 at 7 p.m. So be sure to drop in there and say hi. Thanks, everyone. So long for now. VA3CJZ.
VE3BK.
BK, go ahead.
Hey, Larry, I think we're going to stay on 7100 on Monday nights because this Monday night that just went past, I could hear everybody on the SDR, and so it didn't go long. So while it's working, we might as well stay there. So you won't be getting any email from me. Anyway, Larry, you must live in God's country. You got snow, we know.
Well, that's how we get around up here. We use our toboggans and skis.
Yeah, well, it must be that elevation.
Don't know. We got lots. Well, we don't have much now. It's almost melted because of the weather. Rick, why don't you go up 1 kc or 1 kc down off of 7100 so I can hear everything?
Oh, yeah, we could do that. Yeah, we could do that. Well, yeah, we'll have to do that on the run. On Monday nights.
I'm going to shut this
then you'll
down.
be able
The
to hear
net is
things.
over.
But tomorrow.
There we go. I'm going to shut down the net now. Thank you all so much for joining me. Good night.